What is up, guys? In today's video I have another inside the mind style video where I walk you through my thought process and decisions while getting a win in Fortnite Zero build. If you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what aspect of next season you are looking forward to most. So whether it's map changes, a new loot pool, the battle pass skins, any of that stuff, just comment down below what you're looking forward to most in the next season, because we are actually at the halfway point of season 3. And every day that goes by, we get closer and closer to season 4. But with that being said, we're going to get right into the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we are going to go Cony crossroads. I think it should be pretty hot. Cony can be, typically it's a pretty hot location, but like each game can be different, obviously. But it's just such a small POI and it's central to the map that even if only like 4 or 5 people come here, like that's a good amount of people for this POI, you know? It always plays like really fast paced, it seems. And then you also have the ability to rotate center lake and the Star Wars area, which the Star Wars areas are really good to rotate to right now, I think, because of the recent changes they've made to coolers, adding in like the ice cream cones and the 0-point fish. Makes it harder to get chug splashes. But the Star Wars locations, the chests only contain shockwaves, E11 blasters, rift to goes, and chug splashes. So you have like really good odds to get chug splashes, I feel like, out of those coolers. Or out of the Star Wars things. And then also shockwaves are really important. I'm gonna go ahead and drink 2 bigs here just because I would rather carry minis than big pots. I feel like it's really hard to get big pots off. Like most players, if they know what they're doing, they're not just gonna let you have 5 seconds of alone time to drink the big. There is a player outside my house that I hear. Multiple, actually. And then we can jump up in this hole we made and be right above this guy because he's coming up this. I heard him on the metal. And so like I have a good headset and I'm used to using sound to my advantage in games because it's been a part of like mini games that I've played over the years. But if you don't have the best headset or you're not really good at using sound to your advantage, something like visual audio can be like really helpful. It's just a setting in the game, visualize sound effects. Really OP. I just don't use it because I find it like overwhelming, to be honest, and like pretty distracting. And like I said, I'm already pretty good at using sound to my advantage in games, so it's not like I really have that much to gain from using it. Like I know a lot of people who use it, and typically my understanding of where other players are in a fight is like just as good or like better than theirs. So it's not really something I think I would gain too much from using, and I find it pretty distracting. That might be everybody here. These flare guns are so good off spawn. Just being able to like quickly throw a flare up and know exactly where people are. So overpowered. Even if you don't intend on carrying the flare gun ever, like just using it off spawn like that, or when you happen to come across one, could be such high value. Grab a bounty here. So there is a player somewhat nearby. This player could be coming from the Star Wars area, because it did seem like there were shots over there before. Nice. Somebody getting shot over here. There's one of those mirrors in this bathroom over here, so I gotta be careful because the mirrors completely remove aim assist. And I'm a controller player. But luckily we end up fighting over here. I think that guy just got griefed by auto open doors not working. Like it took him too long to go through the door. Nice. Luckily, we didn't have to fight over there. But yeah, any of the mirrors, they added these mirrors for a challenge. And anywhere around those mirrors, you just don't get aim assist if you're a controller player. And also, that's what's causing the loot to teleport through walls. So if you've ever opened a chest and been like, why did my loot end up like 15 feet outside? It's because of the mirrors for whatever reason. And I have a video of that on my channel recently posted. So ended up clearing our POI. Now we're going to go to the Star Wars area because like I said, this is a good place to get shockwaves and chug splashes. This isn't quite the loadout I would like. Typically for zero build right now, my favorite loadout would be AUG, auto shoddy, boogie bombs, shockwaves, and chug splashes. But we do not have that. But this loadout is okay too. It seems like this area is already looted. Yeah. Alright. Probably why we have extra boogie bombs. Like one of the people we just killed probably came from over there. But we can just go center lake now. And like I said, I really like chug splashes. I feel like chug splashes are far and away the best healing item. So I really want to get those, if possible. Just heard this guy shockwave behind me, and I was going to look for mid-range tags on him. But I saw him pick up that E11 blaster, so I figured he had no idea what he was doing, because the gun is not very good. Like, the fact that he picked that up, I feel like he was either, like, really shambles or he's just not really familiar with the game. And at that point, I'm down to fight him. But like I was trying to say, I think Chug Splashes are just, like, far and away the best healing item for zero builds. They're harder to get now because of the changes they made to coolers. But we can still potentially get lucky and maybe get a few over here. There's so many coolers in this middle lake area that I should be able to get some. The only thing is, this area is often, like, heavily trafficked. So you're probably going to have to fight. So if that's not something you're comfortable doing, you probably don't want to come here, but I'm down to fight. I would like to get rid of this Peely in the boat. Like, he's not a huge threat, but he's just going to continue to be annoying over here. And this other player landed, I don't know if he landed in this bush or if he kept going down the hill, because the angle I had, I wouldn't have been able to really tell. I could shockwave the bush, but I only have 2 shockwaves. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, he didn't stay in the bush. He kept going. I don't know where he went, though. It's been a decent amount of time, but we can just get some more, like, reconnaissance in this area. Since I'm not going to carry that, like I said earlier, I'm not going to carry the flare gun, but when you happen across one, it could be really helpful. This has to be a drone. Just chilling in the water. This person's controller die or what? Oh my gosh. That guy's in his thanks for the loot. I think that's definitely an AI. They always give the AI like funny names like that. It's been a little while, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot more of these off. We're still over here. I'm still on the hunt for Chug Splashes. I don't know what it is with boats. Okay, this guy's actually playing the game. I was gonna say, a lot of people like just chill in the boat and ruin their entire game like that Peely. There's a truck. What am I playing? This guy's honking his horn. I think this is actually a challenge. Boogie bombs would be really nice right about now. If you boogie bomb a car, it knocks the person out of it. And it can be like a little finicky sometimes, like it doesn't want to work. But you should boogie people out of cars if you hit the car. Like I've had it not work a few times, but yeah. It wouldn't be Fortnite if things just randomly didn't work. Now we'll just keep going. Once again, every time I say this, we get attacked by somebody, but I'm just trying to find Chug Splashes. There we go. 2. If we get 2 more, then we're decent. If we can get 4 more, then we're very happy. But that's like the nature of this middle area. That's the risk you take. It is like really nice for Chug Splashes, and there is so much loot here, but you're often gonna get fought for it. Just randomly. Luckily, all those people were just being weird. No, I don't want to be down here. We ended up getting 2 more Chug Splashes out of that legendary chest. That's very good. I did see shots east on my compass while I was like underneath that thing, but I'm not sure. There's still people fighting over there. Okay. I hear like a saw gun as well. I just want to check this real quick because I don't want to end up coming back here. Alright. Those flares didn't quite make it to where the people are, but not marking people is also really beneficial for me because now we know that there's not anybody right here that we have to worry about. So I can kind of like just sprint up that hill. Broke his overshield. Nothing more yet though. If we got like another burst onto him, I probably would have shockwaved onto it, but 1 tag isn't really that much to make me want to go there. I want to see if we get up here. Maybe I can see over it. Yeah. Alright, now we can go. Don't want to use another shockwave. Okay, sweet. That's good. I didn't want to have to use 2 shockwaves there because I don't have very many. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. Okay, sweet. If that was like several boogie bombs, I might have dropped my shockwaves for it. And I have been using shockwaves and boogie bombs together a lot recently. But I don't want to use just AUG 2-shot shotgun. Like if I had a auto shotty, I would have no problem dropping my SMG right now. That's fine. But with the 2-shot shotgun, I would like to have an SMG. We can use this flare real quick once again. Just anytime there's a flare, kind of like recycling it. Even if you don't intend to carry it, just getting a few uses out of it is really nice. See, we know this guy's here now. And I may have seen this guy anyways, but now we know exactly where this player is. He's drinking a big pot. Really would have liked to have had that shockwave right about now. GG's, that man had a crown. I hope he has an auto shotty. He doesn't. Dang. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Not having shockwaves is so weird, but boogie bombs are also so helpful. This may end up costing us. Like, the AUG is not the best SMG replacement. It can be. Like, the AUG is just so hit or miss. Like, if you happen to get a nice burst on somebody, it can actually work out quite well. But for most fights that are close range, using the AUG as, like, your SMG replacement or your follow-up weapon between shotgun shots is just, like, really awkward. And it could just get you killed. So I definitely will be taking an auto shotty if I find one, or even a combat AR. If I find a combat AR, then like using that with this can be quite good. This is dangerous. Somebody just shot at me, but we also know for a fact there's somebody on that hill because I just saw him. And I'm kind of pinched between them right now. So like when you're pinched like this, you want to just try to get rid of one person. Like if you can kill one of the people and not be pinched anymore, that makes your life significantly better. This is an AI, luckily. Luckily for me. Okay, yeah, we can go ahead and use this. I'm not the biggest fan of the hammer, but it is a much more viable SMG replacement. Like I talked about recently in my loadouts video. Like I like using AUG, auto shotty, or if I'm gonna use one of the other shotguns, it's probably best to have either a combat AR or a hammer. And we just happen to come across a gold hammer, so we can use this. Somebody's grappling. I just want to get height. I don't know where exactly they are, but I heard them swinging. That is one situation where visual audio would have actually been maybe pretty helpful to me, because like a lot of times with the grappler, I don't know exactly where the person is. I just hear it. Like I know a grappler is being used, but it can be difficult to know exactly where it is. This taxi's going up the hill, but I think there's already somebody up here. Either way, we don't necessarily need to fight this. I could just rotate ahead because this hill isn't going to get zoned. Like, look on the map where I just, like, pinged. That's, like, the top part there. It's not in zone, so it's not really worth fighting over this hill. I would have liked to have done it for the kills if they started fighting each other, though, but maybe not. Now, these boogie bombs are going to be so helpful if someone tries to make use of that battle bus. I feel like whenever this head is in zone, there's always somebody camping on it. Maybe not, though. Dang, I'm so confused where people are. I don't really mess with this part of the map too much. Like, I never really come Rave Cave. The only time I ever really end up over here is when it's endgame. And there's actually a lot of people left this endgame. There's 13 people up. Like, that's not an absurd amount, but for, like, a public match, it kind of is. Like, more than you would typically see. But for some reason, even though there's many players left alive for this side zone, I cannot find anybody. Somebody up there. I don't really want to fight that, though. That fight really stinks for me. Fight an AUG. That'd be down. And that's like one of the downsides of using a loadout like this is there's some ranges where you just cannot engage. Whereas with AUG auto shotty, I feel like I'm fine engaging anything at any range. With the AUG for like the medium long range fights and the auto shotty for the close one. Hold that guy in zone, easy kill. See what loot he has. Oh, I'm dropping so many frames. There could be more players coming in from zone, and that could be why I'm not really seeing a lot of fighting going on. Once again, we're kind of pinched here. There's a player like that way, and there's also a player this way. So I kind of want to just push this player and get rid of them. And then we should... We should have like this side of zone to ourselves if I do get rid of this player. Jeez. I don't know if this guy sees me. That's the unfortunate downside of this weapon, though. Not able to get enough tags in there. Maybe I should have tap fired. I thought he was gonna be like really weak. It looked like his overshield was just coming back. Broke that guy's overshield. There's a porta fort in play. Not too worried about that though. The only like way that really becomes a problem for me is if I run out of shockwaves and boogie bombs, because I think just boogie bombing or like shockwaving at the porta fort and then boogie bombing it is like such a free kill. One of the unfortunate things about running a loadout like this though for me, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to get in this door, I don't think. Okay, we're good. Is I have my auto sort thing to put my AR in last slot, because that's typically how I run my inventory, but the game doesn't realize that like I'm intentionally doing that. So like almost every time I drop this AR and then pick it back up, it like messes up my inventory. Okay, there's likely nobody in that porta fort anymore. I'm gonna shut this door, that way we hear somebody activate it. We ended up getting zoned with this porta fort, that's huge. That makes our life much easier, I think. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure there's somebody coming from there, because they fought in that porta fort. Once again, the hammer AR isn't best at these ranges, but once zone closes, most people will be within hammer AR range, I would say. Oh, there's actually another player to our right. There's somebody in that bush, I think. Yeah. Right now I'm just trying to destroy some of the cover. We just really have to be careful about someone just shockwaving onto us, because a lot of people will do that. But since we're not doing anything right now anyways, we can destroy some of these pieces of the cover, and then people just have less options to push into me. And most of these people are coming from like a somewhat similar side, so like we know that we saw that player over there. We have that Dark Voyager somewhere in these mushrooms, and then there's also a player far right on that bush. So they all kind of have eyes on each other when they're rotating. So they should end up fighting each other. What they should be doing though is like this player should try to make a play on me with shockwaves or that Dark Voyager. Like them fighting each other would be really beneficial for me, but it doesn't really, they shouldn't be doing that. Like if they were smart, they would just kind of focus me. Don't really have eyes on this fight, so I'm just gonna keep destroying cover. Someone just killed somebody. Broke shield on this Dark Voyager. We still gotta be somewhat concerned about the other player though. I don't know where they went. Oh, there they are. It's John Cena, bro. How did I even manage to see him? Dark Voyager ended up killing him. We can just do this. GG's. Unfortunate. I would have liked to have been able to get more of those kills in game, but like I was saying, they all had to rotate into me from like different sides. Like they were just perfectly set up to fight each other. And so yeah, really all I had to do was not die there, and we were gonna win that game. But that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys found this video helpful or informative. If you did, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below. Just anything, but like what you learned from this video or just anything. Comments help the videos get recommended to more people. So if you made it to this point in the video, leave any comment and I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching.